Scorpio, thank you for tuning in to Perfectly Imperfect Tarot. This is Green Eyes here with your reading. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Martians, astronauts, pick a node. It does not matter to me. I love you all. Cross watchers, I am a snitch. I'm telling you now. Please don't curse me in the comments. Love you too. Scorpio, this is a judgment-free zone, but you will hear the truth. No gender or age, only energy. You're going to hear me use terms he, she, her, him, they, them, it, heifer. Pay it no mind. Feel the energy. Remember, roles can always be reversed. Scorps, I thank you. Like, share, subscribes, emails, comments, love tokens, donations. Thank you, and I thank you again. All right, my loves, let's talk about your energy. Coming into your energy, I know a secret. You know, I don't know if you kind of like walk by somebody's computer at work and their personal stuff is on the screen, or you saw somebody's phone, or you overheard a conversation. It feels business oriented. It doesn't feel family. It feels like it's a workplace situation. And if that's the case, Scorpio, unless it directly affects you, I think you should stand by. There's heavy tower energy in this scenario, and you represent that tower. So your presence, I think, is tearing something. It has to bring something to the surface so it can bring it down. All right. So sometimes you enter the room and things just happen, and it's meant to be that way. That's the energy of the tower. Okay. It's divine intervention. Okay. We're pulling from the Oracle. I'm sorry, the Psychic Tarot Oracle for you today. Let's see what's going on. Can I have Scorpio, please? Star in reverse. Yeah. Stay small. This is not your, it's not your, what do you call it, circus? How does that go? It's not your circus or something like that. Don't get involved. Don't do it. Don't get involved. Okay? When the show begins, I need you to be in the back row. All right? You don't want to get caught in somebody else's spotlight because it has nothing to do with you, but you are definitely close to it. Okay? So whatever is coming down is going to benefit you. If this is a work situation, somebody might be getting in trouble, and then you'll get their position, or you'll get more hours or something like that. Okay. If this is not workplace related, the energy still applies. You know what I'm saying? The energy still applies, because sometimes the benefit is not about abundance in the form of monetary gain. Sometimes the benefit is redemption. If this is a family issue that you know something and then it's going to be brought to light, you don't want to be present when it's brought to light, because then you'll be used as a scapegoat for blame. But when it comes to the surface, it's like everyone is going to know, you know, it wasn't you. Okay? You want to stay innocent. You don't want to be in a position where you have to prove your innocence, so to speak. Okay? So, new beginnings for you. All right? It gives you a new way. It gives you an altered route in your course with this new beginning energy. And here's the recognition and the reward. Yeah, this is going to work out. All you have to do is keep your nose clean. That's what this is, okay? Keep your nose clean. You might be in proximity to foolishness, as we all are in some way, because we live in this world. But that don't mean you got to be in the middle of it. Every time, you know, if somebody, what is that show? Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. Scorpio, stay out the kitchen. You know, unless you have business there, you don't need to be there. because you're going to get blamed, or you're going to get caught up in somebody's karma, and it's coming hard, okay? So you don't want to kind of get that innocent bystander blame. Can I have the core for Scorpio? What's it? Thank you. Yep. Everyone's going to know. Everyone is going to know. They're going to know that you were the one doing the work, or that it was always you. You know, sometimes your absence is so much louder than your presence. And I know that sounds absolutely horrible, especially for you, Scorp, because your presence lights up the room. But sometimes some people got to stay in the dark for a little bit to realize and appreciate and acknowledge your light. You know what I mean? You're going to know what you've done. You know what you contributed to. You know. But I'm telling you, you're very close to something being exposed, and you don't want to get caught in it. Remember, the devil's energy is bondage, suppression, to link you in. You know what I mean? Don't fall for it. Don't be sweet-talked either. Yeah, don't be sweet-talked either. Hold your ground. Hold on to your principles. Hold on to your integrity. You know what I mean? Leave your purse in the car. Maybe, guys, you might want to consider leaving your wallet in the glove box for a second. There's some theft here as well. Yeah. Crown this energy, please, for Scorpio. Sideways, the Fool. We're literally, it's right here. Same energy. A new opportunity is literally hanging over your head. It's absolutely yours. Aries, Aquarian energy, a new opportunity, a leap of faith. You call it what you want, but what it is it's like getting access to a shortcut. That's how this feels. I feel like I'm on the right road, but because of what's happening, I now have access to a shortcut when I go to work, whereas though before it was reserved for these employees, or now that this happened, I can get that parking spot. You know, or now I can get that shift instead of working this shift, that kind of thing. All right. This is something that works in your favor. 3 of Pentacles at the bottom. It also is going to acknowledge that people want to work with you, you know, because they're realizing that when you're not there, something ain't right. You know, something ain't right. Hello? What's working against Scorpio? Okay. The devil came right back. I told you that bondage. It's an unhealthy hold. Whatever this is an energy. You ever watch the movie and somebody's swimming and the person that is trying to save them, they pull them down because they're trying to stay, you know, that's what this is. This is somebody going down and they will pull you down with them just because they're trying to stay above water. If you're not in proximity, they can't reach you, Scorp. Stay out the kitchen. That's all I'm saying. If you don't have business there, stay out the kitchen. Okay? Because this is a bondage kind of I need to hold on to you. You know, there you go. King of Cups. All right? This is coming in with this because, number one, I believe that if you focus on holding on to something that God has already told you to let go of, it's going to pull you down. Also, if this is an outside energy holding on to you, okay, pulling on your heartstrings, it's going to pull you down. Either way. So this energy might play victim, like somebody, like I said earlier, like somebody that can't swim and save me, save me. Hold on to your emotions. It's smarter to throw them a lifeboat than it is to jump in the water. Okay? It's smarter to throw them a lifeboat. What do you call life raft? Those circle donuts. You know what I mean? Because you're not being cold or cruel, but you're just staying aware. Okay? Where is this coming from? For Scorpio, Queen of Swords. You're learning, and she's a teacher, but I feel like I'm learning in her energy. Something in the past has taught you, and now you're living it, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a deja vu. That's what I'm getting. It's a different cast, but it's the same script. You know what I mean? So Queen of Swords energy is an air energy, very intelligent. Here you go with Pisces, with the moon coming in with this. Yeah, this is a repeat. It's a deja vu. I don't know how to explain that. But you may have had, like, you may have run into a familiar. What do you call that? Yeah, familiar energy. It's somebody different, or it's a different job, or it's not that family member, but it's their child, that kind of thing. Sometimes it's a deja vu kind of thing. You've been through it before. So it's in you. Recognize it. And so handle and worry about yourself. You know, worry about yourself. Like I said, don't jump in the water. You can throw a lifeline, but don't jump in the water. Okay? Where is this going? For Scorpio, future energy. Please and thank you. Where is this going? The Queen of Wands coming in sideways. The Knight of Cups also coming in sideways. Yeah. Scorpio, this might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that we're dealing with here, that you have affection for and that they know. Okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. They know. They know you have a loving heart, or that you care for them, or that you're very considerate. They know that you'll show up. Okay? You're going to have to match that energy to deal with this energy. So, keep your heart, but keep your wits about you. Keep your intuition on point. Stay action-oriented and focus on your task, on yourself. Because the Queen she's a very confident, focused energy. You're going to have to match that, you know. That way, there's no misunderstanding, okay? That's how we're going to get along. 3 of Cups at the bottom. Somebody, maybe they're, you know, you're being tested, so to speak, or they're just, you know, pushing your limits a little bit. Leaning on your love, I guess, so to speak. Leaning on your heart. But that's how this is going to work. And Scorpio, if you follow along with this, this opens up a new you with this Ace of Cups. And this is how it should be with justice. This is simply life showing you that, yeah, you can be loving. There's nothing wrong with being a good person. There's nothing wrong with being caring. There's nothing wrong with showing up first and help decorate for the party. There's nothing wrong with those things, all right? But when you take from yourself to do those things, that's when it becomes imbalanced. It becomes unhealthy, and then that leads to toxic bonds, right? So be mindful of that. This leads to a new beginning of you, which is as it should be. And this new beginning, Fool energy, or new beginnings here, or the Ace of Cups here, it leads you to that place of light where you belong. Lately, remember, your complaint is, I was never appreciated. Now you're moving into appreciation energy, and you have been here like really for a couple of months now. But that position still deserves healthy boundaries. It deserves a healthy covering and protection, you know? So when you stand out, yes, abundance in every area of your life, okay? That's the beauty of this. Your whole world changes. Some of you might be starting to travel. You might be starting to move. But then at the same time, it's like something in you saying, oh, I don't know. I kind of feel bad. I don't know. I would have liked for, or I would have liked for, or I would have liked if. You start that crap, and now you're tossing it back and forth. This is you tossing back happiness. I love you, Scorp, but you know, we talk here, okay? This is literally you tossing back and forth your happiness, trying to figure out how to keep it and how to share it. If this is going to happen, if it's going to happen by your hand, it's not pretty much what you have access to, because you've always had lots of access. Some days better than others, but you've run into some really, really good opportunities. Really, you've been at the right place at the right time many, many, many times. Many times. People don't know that. I do. I know y'all. Y'all ran into somebody that knew somebody that put you down with something and you benefited from it. And then there's other times where you didn't. But for the most part, y'all have really heavy, good networking, good connections. But now it's going to take your hand. The level that you're at, the season that you're in, you'll have magical things happening by your hand. Before it was positioned for you. Some of you, you were just at the right place at the right time with the right people. Now it's going to start happening by your hand because you're at a new level. Okay? So look at that. Look at the what? What? Look, this is it right here. I could do the whole reading right here. Beautiful. If you touch it, it turns to gold. This is if you think it, it happens, and it's successful. This is it. Now it has to be by your hand. It's successful already. All right, because you now have. It's like you have the what do you call it? The magic key, the house key, the key that locks all the doors. That key, right? Master key. All right. So now that that's happened, you have to defend that. You have to protect that. You can't help Tom, Dick, Harry, Mojo, Sally, and Curly. Sometimes you got to look, I will definitely throw you a lifeline, but right now you need to be comfortable being comfortable around people that's not comfortable. Am I saying that right? That was a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. It sounded like a Dr. Seuss, didn't it? But I don't know how else to say it. You need to be comfortable around people that's not comfortable, because it's just simply your time to be blessed, to be covered, to be acknowledged, and to have evidence of that. This is, look, from the Nine of Pentacles to the Wheel of Fortune, I just keep running into abundance like a pinball machine. The ball is going boop, boop, boop. Abundance, prosperity, abundance, joy, abundance, peace, abundance, love. Hello? You're in a great space, but somebody knows it. They know, Scorp. They smell it on you. You smell rich. You smell just clean, you know, like a nice piece of fresh, fancy cheesecake. Hello? Where just, you can't just chew it and swallow it. You got to let it sit in your mouth for a while and dissolve a little bit because it's so rich. And what? Somebody wants that. They on their knees. Please help me. Please help me. You better keep it small, Scorp. Keep it small. That's all I'm saying. Keep it small. All right? I'm going to leave this here. Now, if any event you say, green eyes, I don't even know what you're talking about. This is not even me. I'm okay with that. Please check your moon, check your rising. Don't take the energy if it's not yours. Leave it here for someone else. Okay? Thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you're notified of future readings. It's free. And it supports the channel. If any event you're looking for a personal appointment, I respond to email request only. My email is perfectlyimperfecttarot@gmail.com. If you like what you get here, if it helps you, feeds you, even if you're simply entertained, but you come looking for these videos, then please sow where you come to eat. I eat off of what you sow, okay? Cup of coffee, a slice, you know. Donation information is below the video. There's also links for Cash App and PayPal for your convenience. In advance, thank you. Other than that, guys, remember we are all perfectly imperfect. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.